1.
This tutorial is going to walk you through how to access your small group for your Campus Problems group solutions. I'm also going to be explaining aspects of the Campus Problem Group Solutions assignment for you. To get started, as you can see, we are on the home screen in our course in E360. To access our group, if you look over to the left-hand side, the buttons on the left-hand side of the screen, you will see a button titled Groups. Click on it. That will bring you to your assigned groups. I am the overseer of all of them. That's why you see 3 here in this example. Whatever group you are assigned to, you will just simply click on your group and it will bring you to your group's home screen. In this screen, you'll see who your group members are. You'll see that you can also email them where it says email all if you need to. On the left-hand side of the screen, you have several buttons. The 2 buttons that you want to get familiar with are the discussion button and the Dropbox button. The discussion button is where you will see a forum titled Campus Problems Group Solutions. This is where you and your group are going to communicate with one another when you start working on this assignment. The discussion forum is just like all the other discussion posts that we've had. This is not where you're going to be submitting your assignment. This is where you're going to be generating ideas for the assignment. Also, the Dropbox button is where you will be submitting your assignments for this particular assignment. Typically, any Dropboxes that we've done in the past, you've submitted to a general Dropbox within the lesson. This is different. You are going to be submitting to the Dropbox located in your small group. So you'll be submitting to the Campus Problems Group Solutions as well as your Campus Problem Individual Reflection. Let's take a look at how those pieces are going to work together. Pulling up my Campus Problem Group Solution assignment. This assignment is also located in the lessons, but again, everything that you're going to be doing for this particular assignment will be done within your small group. So for this assignment, you need to designate a recorder. So based upon your discussion here, let me just go back here. You're going to be communicating. This will be your main form of communication with your group, along with that email feature. But you need to first and foremost decide who is going to be submitting your stuff for your group. So designate a recorder, and then you're going to read through the problem-solving approaches on page 284 of your textbook, and you are going to be using what's called the structured problem-solving approach, which includes aspects of the nominal group technique. So you're going to be analyzing a particular problem, and I'm actually going to give you that problem. If you look at number 4, answer the following question. This is the problem. What can be done to increase student success at Chippewa Valley Technical College? Okay. Just gonna get rid of that. There we go. And then you're going to identify a criteria for success. So after you've analyzed, okay, what can be done to increase student success at Chippewa Valley Technical College? You need to ask yourself in your group, what are some of the issues with students succeeding? What are some of the causes that students might not succeed at Chippewa Valley Technical College? And then you're going to identify criteria for success. So what can be done? Identify aspects of possible. You don't want to generate solutions right away. You want to brainstorm what possibly can make students successful. Gather relevant information, and this will be through your discussion. Identify supporting and restraining forces, and then develop creative solutions. And when you're doing that, you want to avoid criticism. You want to encourage everyone to participate. You want to make sure that you pull together a large number of ideas, so that way you can kind of walk through your top 5. Combine some ideas if you notice trends. Evaluate your solutions by identifying which solution out of the five would produce the most desired change to increase student success, what solutions are achievable, and what solutions contain the fewest serious disadvantages. That's all through the actual brainstorming process that will take place in this discussion. Then you're going to have the recorder put together what you as a group identified your 3 supporting forces, your 3 restraining forces, your 5 possible solutions, and then identifying out of those 5 which solution will produce the most desired change, which solution is most achievable, and which solution contains the fewest disadvantages. Once you have completed doing that, the recorder will write up those pieces on a separate Word document, save it, and then submit it to the Dropbox. Once you've completed that, you individually will then reflect on your experience that you had working in your group on this particular problem. If we go back to our course homepage, we go to lessons. This is where you're going to find the guidelines for the campus problem individual reflection. It's quite simple. So all I'm asking you to do is on a separate Word document, tell me how your experience went by answering the following questions in complete sentence format. And though that's the wrong one, sorry. Here we go. All right. So you have 4 questions, and you really want to reflect back on the terminology that you explored in chapters 9 and 10 that talked about roles, talked about constructive behaviors, dysfunctional behaviors, leadership, and that sort of thing, because you're going to answer the following questions. What was your role within the group? What were the most constructive behaviors exhibited by you and your group? What were the most dysfunctional behaviors exhibited by you and your group? Did one person serve as the leader, or was the role shared? And then I asked that you describe it. And then what grade would you give your group for the quality of solutions you generated and the quality of interaction you experienced? Please understand that I am the only one that will be reading this, so disclose to the level you feel comfortable disclosing and that you think I'm going to feel comfortable hearing. This is an individual assignment that you must complete, and you are going to submit this assignment to the designated Dropbox. You'll notice it's not in the lesson because this is located within your small group. So if we go back, to the groups, I'll use one as the example. I'm going straight to the Dropbox. This is where you're going to submit your individual reflection. Remember, this is something that you are doing on your own, and I'm the only one that's going to be reading it. Your campus problems group solutions, however, everyone will have the same grade. So you want to make sure that you work together. You want to start collaborating sooner rather than later, but you also want to establish some rules and guidelines for your group to function. So we all operate a little bit differently. We all understand that we all are running on many different schedules. That's what makes this assignment so challenging, especially for the online environment. But if you'll notice, if we look at the course competency, this is one of our course competencies, which is to contribute as a group or a team member. So this is a central summative assessment that you are going to be working on together. If you have any questions, please feel free to email, call, or stop by. Thanks.